You got a good opponent, man. BrokWeaver, a guy that
Yeah.
he comes to fight, he's not gonna back down, and he's made a lot of changes. He's coming off a loss too. What do you see in him? What excites you about this matchup?
Um, I think the what excites me about it the most, it's so fucking weird, but I don't know. It's like I'm playing this movie in my head of Battle of the Natives. You know what I mean? Because I just remember Brock Weaver coming out and like, whoa, this guy looks badass. Like freaking rocking the Native American warrior. And then I actually Googled and did some research on his tribe, on his clan, um, and man, it's a very colorful background. And then I could appreciate that, you know what I mean? So if anything, I'm just kind of going with that narrative in my head and in my mind, like, man, this is the battle of warriors. Maybe this is what I needed. I'm a proud island boy, proud Chamorro boy, and this is something that is firing me up to have that battle of the natives fight. Um, Slingstone versus Arrowhead. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. If anything, that's one thing that's just is getting me fired up, and maybe this is the fight that I needed. Or it is the fight that I needed to kind of uh, my whys, right? Why do I fight, man? I fight because I'm a proud island boy, and it's a way for me to really show the world where I come from. And what way to go in there against a guy that's game, that freaking he plays the part, he writes the narrative for being another native that he represents.
So going in, it's like focus and get the win. That's it. There's no
Yeah, yeah,
fight of the
yeah. Focus.
nights and
Fuck
knockouts and all
that, dude.
that.
Nah,
There's none of
man,
that.
dude. No, man.
Just
Let's
win.
let's let's just focus and let's get that win. By all means, and really just focusing at again at what I can control, and I can control in an hour being at the gym and just focusing on being the best that I can to whatever today it was going to be jiu-jitsu class this morning. So you know just really focusing on that and uh and focusing on that process.
Frank Camacho, fan favorite. This matchup is made for each other. It's made for you. It's made for him. Have you gone back and watched his fights? Watched some film on him?
Oh yeah, man. He's yeah. When they pitched me his name, I was like, oh yeah, that's fight of the night, fight of the year, written all over it. Frank's got a wrestling background, but he hasn't used his wrestling too much in his fights. He's 2-5 in the UFC, but he's on a little losing streak right now. So am I. He's tough. He can think when he wants to. He's got a high IQ when he wants to fight like that, and he's good on the ground. He's got his wrestling background. He hits hard, and he's tough. He's one of them flash knockout guys. When you hit him, he don't just go out. He's there still as a zombie. He's still trying to fight. So I'm gotta bring what I told you this fight. I gotta bring these new weapons in my arsenal. These sneaky techniques, and I gotta light him up and pick him apart and break him down and chop him down, man. And I I think he'll shoot on me. Everybody shoots on me. Eventually maybe even if they're hitting me, they're still like, okay, he's durable. I'm gonna take him down and see what he's about. Everybody's gonna shoot on me, so I don't throw that past him. But I think Frank wants to fight. I mean, this could be Frank's last fight in the UFC. This could be my last fight in the UFC. Let's go out and something to remember.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a fight that's checked off in a lot of people's list of fights to watch coming up. Did his last fight? Did you feel like that was a early stoppage? Because like you just said, he doesn't really go out. I mean, he gets knocked. He gets hit hard. He looks like he's rocked, but he didn't go down in that fight.
No, I think they should have let it go longer. I always like that. Like, I'm like, man, don't stop the fight until you're asleep. Like let them go to sleep. Like I know you brain damage and all this, but man, we signed the paper and we get in there, man. Let us just go to sleep. And yeah, shit, it's that's what I'm also game planning for. The coaches reminded me like, hey, if you hurt him, don't go crazy and don't burn your wad because he's durable. He's like Chris Lieben. He's dangerous when he's hurt too. He's swinging. He's trying to fight. So I want to. I tend to do that back in the day when I hurt people. I would just see blood and go crazy. So hopefully I'm a lot wiser and stuff right now. And I get him hurt. I pick him apart and chop him down and get the finish, man. That's But the main thing right now is I'm gonna look for the finish. But like I said, I gotta win this fight. And I'm going to do everything I got to do to win this fight. If I see the fight close, I'll take him down. If I see, what I got to do, if I'm losing both rounds, I got to go for Brok the third round. I'm feeling mentally good this fight. Everything in life right now is going great. I got a good feeling, man, about the 12.
So you're prepared for any situation. It's not like, you're determined to get a first round finish. You know that this could be a third round or 3 rounds of hell.
I'm prepared to die. And I'm gonna tell Frank that I'm coming for war. Let's make it a war. Let's both act like there's no life outside that cage door. This is the last little bit of our life. How are we gonna be known?